for those of you who know what we do here at UltraBaseSystems, you've heard me talk a lot about, again, transforming and converting areas. But what would you say if I told you I had a panel, one panel, that could allow you to go out there and create a dirt area into a synthetic lawn for family recreation or pets or commercial? Or I had a panel, the same panel, that you could basically flip it upside down and you can install pavers on top of it and convert anywhere into a interlocking concrete paver without enormous ground preparation. Or one of my favorite things that I've ever developed, be able to take raw ground, kill it with Roundup, rake it, and put down a fabric in our panel and fill it with stone and instantaneously create a completely permeable driveway, walkway, parking lot spot for your extra car or your boat or your RV. That's what UltraBase Champion and Professional are doing. And let's just talk about the Champion panel for a second. We know from experience and testing at the engineering labs that when the panels are inverted and they are resting on the ground, we are creating incredible load-bearing capacity. Why? Because we're dispersing that load out over that whole entire section of that panel. And when our panels are locked together, that's a beautiful thing. You create this unified structure. Taking an area, let's just talk about what we did here in our own facility. Taking an area and killing the grass, raking up the thatch, compacting it. I don't care if you use a plate compactor or a hand tamp, depending upon your skill set or what you feel comfortable doing. Laying the fabric out, the Champion panel, and then coming in and pouring stone into it, maybe only an inch worth of stone. What you've done there is create a scenario that you've got stone resting in our panel, contained by our cells, incredible load bearing, drive on it, beat on it, park on it. It will drain. I've seen it myself. I videotaped it. You'll see this in the presentation. I sat out there like an idiot in the rain on a Category 3 hurricane and wanted to film that area being blasted by torrential rain and draining like a sieve. That's what this panel can do for you. So think about it. How many homes are you going into as a dealer? Or how many of you as homeowners or commercial designers or contractors can say, I've got an area that I would like to have this become a parking lot? I had the luxury of going to the Masters 2 years ago. And if you've ever been there, all the parking lots are stone. Well, that's Augusta, for gosh sakes. And they created this beautiful parking lots. Well, we can do that even easier, and by just laying down like I described and then filling with stone. Here's the advantage. That stone can't go anywhere. You are not going to have to go back in a year and fill that with more stone. Anybody, and my staff and I talk about this, anybody who's ever had the job, and I was one of them, my father, every spring, Dave, go out there and we're going to bring a dump truck or a pickup truck's worth of slag, and we're going to put it back in the driveway, and we're going to basically replace all the stone that mysteriously migrated to China over the wintertime. Or my friends came in and peeled out my driveway and shot stone all over the yard. You don't see that with when you're doing an UltraBase panel inverted, because again, the stone gets locked into the cells, and then all that energy is transferred down to the panel, across that whole entire structural stability system, and then into the ground. So you have the ability anywhere to take, I don't care if it's dead flat or if it's contoured, it doesn't matter to me. You can convert any area into, again, a walkway in your meandering through your garden or your backyard, a parking area to park your boat or your RV, a driveway to go up to your house, an entranceway into your home, a place that you need to store equipment. Anything can be achieved so simply by doing this. And for me, I'd like to practice what I'm preaching. I have property in Virginia. I am surrounding my entire barn that I built with this panel and then stone. Right now, we had to put stone in that area during construction. And I was just up there a couple weeks ago with my four-wheel drive pickup truck. And the stone was moving and displacing underneath of me because we had to put some of it down there during construction. I'm taking that stone out. I'm putting down my panel and I'm going to put part of that stone back in, and what's left over I'm going to use somewhere else. Now, I did that because we weren't ready to do our panels during construction, but now that we are, I will put a system down around my barn area, 20 feet around the perimeter of the whole barn, that I can drive on, and that stone will not move out. I don't care what load or equipment I bring in there, it's there to stay. So, we want you guys to really, take advantage of this. We've told you about it. We've not seen great migration towards it yet. It's very frustrating to me. Again, I think it's one of the best things that I've ever created, simply by inverting the panel. And so I want you to take a look at this seriously. It's not expensive. You can do it with the Champion panel, a layer of fabric, and some stone, and you're done. And you will have a long-lasting, strong, draining parking area, or whatever you decide you need to use it for, really faster than you ever could imagine possible. So take a look at that one, think about it, call us, we'll walk you through any questions you may have. But guys, this is one of the most simple things you could possibly do with UltraBaseSystems, and we hope you take advantage of it.